Hey everybody, it's Jeff here of NVG Games, back for another episode of Ncast, our live weekly Nintendo podcast. This is the Ncast live weekly Nintendo podcast, episode 21, the Donkey Kong Jr. Math podcast. So let's learn about Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Donkey Kong Jr. Math was originally released in Japan as Donkey Kong Jr.'s Math Play. Sometimes it is also known as Junior Math Lesson. It is a Nintendo edutainment video game where players must solve math problems in order to win. It was released in Japan in 1983 for the Famicom, in North America for the NES's launch in 1986, and in PAL territories in 1986 as well. It is the only game in the education series of NES games in North America. Donkey Kong Jr. Math was made available in the video game Animal Crossing, along with several other NES titles. Donkey Kong Jr. Math was re-released on the Wii's Virtual Console in 2007 and on the Wii U's Virtual Console in 2014. Since its release, Donkey Kong Jr. Math has received very negative reception. Nintendo spokesman Tom Saris commented that it was not well received, resulting in Nintendo ceasing development of educational games for the time. It was noted as one of the worst launch video games ever made by publications such as Electronic Gaming Monthly, EGM, and OneUp.com. It has also received criticism from several publications, including IGN, who called it one of the worst Virtual Console games. The game was the worst-selling game in the NES's launch library in the US. The game features 1 and 2 player modes, both of which are single screen. In the first mode, the objective is to enter math answers in order to receive points. These questions include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. In the 2-player mode, 2 players control 2 characters as they race to create a math formula to reach the number shown by Donkey Kong, incorporating platform gameplay. The mechanics are similar to Donkey Kong Jr. Players climb vines to reach higher areas in order to collect numbers scattered around the area. In order to complete mathematics problems, players must collect at least 3 things: the first number, the symbol necessary to reach the number shown by Donkey Kong, and the second number. When the game features a high number, such as 66, players must collect multiple numbers and mathematics symbols in order to reach this. For example, players could choose a 9, a multiplication symbol, and a 7, followed by an addition symbol and a 3 to reach the number 66. The 2-player game has 2 different levels, Calculate A and Calculate B. Calculate B is more challenging. Donkey Kong can ask for negative numbers, and the absolute values of the target numbers are in the hundreds instead of the tens. Donkey Kong Jr. Math was developed by Nintendo Research and Development 2 and TOES, published by Nintendo. It's part of the Donkey Kong series. It was released on the NES and Famicom, and also on various Virtual Console services. It was released in Japan on December 12, 1983, in North America in June 1986, and in 1986 in Europe. It is an edutainment and platforming game, and it has single-player and multiplayer modes. So what all do we have to look forward to coming out this coming week on Wii U and 3DS? Well, in North America on the 15th of September, which is next Thursday, we have Noto Love Devolution. And in Japan, also on the 15th, we have Terraria on the Wii U, or Terraria if you prefer. And of course there'll be the usual Nintendo download stuff throughout the week as well for all 3 territories. Nothing on next week for Europe for Wii U that's been announced so far. On the 3DS, on the 15th, we have Noto Love Devolution for that platform as well in North America. On the 16th, in North America, on the 3DS, we have Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past. Then in Japan, on the 15th, we have Chao Sentao Chul Kyo Kyoko no Shinobu to Battle Player Chaojo. We have Donkey Kong Returns 3D, part of the Nintendo Selects series, which is called Happy Price Selection in Japan. Then we have Fire Emblem Kakusei, that's Fire Emblem Awakening. That's also Nintendo Selects, and Lego City Undercover, The Chase Begins, and Mario Tennis Open, and Zelda no Densetsu Toki no Ocarina 3D, which is Ocarina of Time, of course. And all those are part of the Nintendo Selects series. And also on the 15th, we have the clear black color for the Nintendo 2DS coming out in Japan. Then in Europe, on the 15th, we have Futuridium EP Deluxe, and on the 16th we have Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past, and both of those are on 3DS for Europe. And that's all the announced releases so far for next week. Apologize, I have to fix something right quick. Alright, sorry about that. So we got the European Nintendo download for you. What did Europe get this past week? Well, on the Wii U eShop, you guys got Jotun Valhalla Edition. Jotun is a hand-drawn action exploration game set in Norse mythology. In Jotun, you play Thora, a Viking warrior who died an inglorious death and must prove herself to the gods to enter Valhalla. Explore vast regions of Norse purgatory to find ruins to unleash the Jotun, giant Norse elementals. Fight them using only your massive two-handed axe, the blessings of the gods, and your skills. You also got 140. 140 is a challenging minimalistic platform with abstract, colorful graphics. Rhythmic awareness is required to overcome obstacles controlled by an energetic yet melancholic electronic soundtrack. Super tight puzzle design and a striking audio-visual presentation come together to form a challenging platforming experience. You also got Vector Wars. Welcome to an 80s neon future-inspired first-person cyber shooter. The year is 2024, and you are Commander James Moses, a space ranger. Your mission: destroy the robot Death Army, rescue the Robo-Dudes, and save the world. Select your weapon and use your skills to face down a tidal wave of rogue robots. In this retro homage to arcade classics such as Battlezone, Berserk, and Robotron. Frantic gameplay and an array of loud and destructive weaponry, you must cheat death at every turn. You also got Alice in Wonderland. Experience a new visualization of Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which was originally released in 1865. Discover unique and original characters in the amazing world of Wonderland. Wonderful thrills for your heart and mind await in this timeless tale. You also got Roarm. Roarm is a puzzle maze game suitable for all ages. Help the princess escape the dungeon both in the mirror world and the real one. Use both the Wii U gamepad and the TV to see both realities at the same time to get through the dungeon alive. Post some Miiverse from within the game along with stamps you can collect along the way. And you also got Touch Selections. Touch Selections combines two classic games, Peg Solitaire and Avoider, in a single download. In Peg Solitaire, you are presented with a series of puzzles that will test your skills. Players must move their pegs around the game board, jumping other pegs to remove as many as possible. Your goal in Avoider is to travel through the galaxy without taking any damage by enemy ships. Use the Wii U gamepad touchscreen to navigate. How high of a score will you get? For sales on the Wii U this week, they are for Bela Latino, Fit Music for Wii U, Love Me Buddies Wonderland, Mighty No. 9, the Ray expansion for Mighty No. 9, 360 Breakout, Dragon Skills, Island Flight Simulator, Sweetest Thing, Birdmania Party, and Zombie Defense. And there's a permanent price drop this week on the Wii U for Canvalion. On the 3DS eShop, you guys got Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice sees Phoenix in a brand new location, a courtroom situated in the kingdom of Kurain. Origin of the Kurain challenging technique where mysterious seance trials decide the fate of all defendants. Meanwhile, defense attorney Apollo Justice faces his own challenges, holding down the fort at the Write Anything agency, as he takes on a case that will have explosive implications. Both our heroes are joined by a host of returning friends and adversaries in their fight to bring about justice. Filled with puzzling mysteries to solve, a cast of memorable characters, and all new investigation techniques, this is one case you'll definitely want to take. You guys also got Kingdom's Item Shop. Kingdom's Item Shop is a game that simulates running an item shop in a fantasy role-playing game universe. You are the new owner of the item shop. Your target is to run your property and make it the most popular item shop of the kingdom. To become a popular owner, you need to explore dungeons for ingredients, find new composition recipes, compose items, and sell items to whom is in need. While you do outdoor adventures, your old faithful Mr. Butler can receive payments for you. Fear not and step up to build your own specific item shop. You guys got DLC for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, and that is the costume bundle. And you got a bunch of Ace Attorney home themes as well. There's the Athena Sykes pixel art theme, the main characters theme, and that's the two themes that are available for that. And there's some Miffy themes as well. There's the At School with Miffy theme and Drawing with Miffy, and Miffy Learns to Write, all those by Mercis. On the 3DS, you have a ton of sales, and those are for Love Me Buddies Wonderland, 3D Fantasy Zone, 3D Gunstar Heroes, 3D Outrun, 3D Shinobi 3 Return of the Ninja Master, 3D Space Harrier, 3D Streets of Rage, 3D Streets of Rage 2, 3D Super Hang-On, 3D Game Collection, Secret Agent Files Miami, Atlantic Quest, Lord of Magna Made in Heaven, Banana Bliss, Jungle Puzzles, Birdmania 3D, Birdmania Christmas 3D, Chat-A-Lot, Crazy Chicken Director's Cut 3D, Crazy Chicken Pirates 3D, Cube Tactics, X-Cave, Governor of Poker, Groove Heaven, Heavy Fire Black Arms 3D, Heavy Fire Special Operations 3D, Iron Combat War in the Air, Ocean Runner, Robot Rescue 3D, Scare Cat, Steel Empire Adventure Bar Story, Castle Conqueror EX, Farune, World Conqueror 3D, Rhythmic Ultimate, The Keep, Cubit the Hardcore Platform Robot, Words Up Academy, and Zombie Incident. On new Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console, you guys got Final Fight 2, and Final Fight 3. And all those are Super Nintendo games originally, and they are available for the new Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console. We got some news about Pokemon Go for you this week, and the buddy Pokemon that were rumored have been confirmed for the game. This comes from the official website, and it had been rumored, as I mentioned. So basically, this will allow you to walk around with a Pokemon of your choice. You can pick a buddy to walk around with. And this will open up unique rewards and experience for you. So, for example, you can earn extra candy and whatnot when you walk together. And you can change your buddy whenever you feel like doing so. And the update's supposed to be coming out sometime this year, and there'll possibly be additional ones as well this fall. So you can check out what that might look like, some of the screenshots for it, and on our website at nvideogames.com. Speaking of the 3DS, Nintendo announced a new color for the 3DS recently, and that, of course, is the new Galaxy style, new 3DS XL. And we have a unboxing video available for you on our website to show you what that looks like once you take it out of the box. This comes from Nintendo Everything and Faye Evanstar. And Faye has a couple of different videos, so you can take a look at those on our website. We've got the Nintendo platform games from the UK for the UK sales charts for the week ending September 3rd. There's only 3 games that are on the sales charts this past week for Nintendo systems, and those are LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, Disney Infinity 3, and LEGO Marvel Avengers. So not a whole lot on the UK sales charts this week related to Nintendo, but it's still something, I guess. We got news about a game for Wii U called Act It Out, a game of charades. It recently was announced for Snap Finger Click. It's coming to Wii U later this year. And they released screenshots, a trailer, and a press release to tell you more about the game. And you'll be able to play as your Mii, and the gamepad will be a hidden screen that will show the word or phrase that must be guessed, like you would do in charades. So the person who holds the gamepad, they can give instructions to other players based on what is shown on the gamepad. And it will feature over 1,500 phrases in 9 categories, and will be able to support between 2 to 8 players. And it will have support for English, German, Italian, Dutch, French, and Spanish. So you can check out more details about that game on our website. So Nintendo and ESL have announced that they're going to be giving away NX systems to some lucky players. If you are part of the winning team in a series of Splatoon tournaments taking place over the next 6 months in Europe, you'll win a free NX system. And if the winner of each monthly tournament will be entered into an additional tournament, and the winning team will be crowned the best Splatoon players in Europe, and they'll also receive their NX system. And you can read more details and sign up for the tournament at the link to the ESL Go for Splatoon website. And you can, like I said, you can read more details on our website as well at nvideogames.com. We've got the Japanese Nintendo download for you this week. What did Japan get for Wii U and 3DS? Well, on the Wii U eShop, they got Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. On Wii U Virtual Console, they got Dark Moon Tsukikumori. That's from the Super Famicom, and Dig Dug 2 from the Famicom. And on the 3DS eShop, they got Mysterious Point Connection 3D and Animal Squadron Philip Alajar Battle Cube Puzzle. Not sure what that means. And there's a downloadable video for Nintendo 3DS, and that's the Lego Movie 3D. And you can check out some screenshots of all those downloads on our website. Speaking of 3DS, we talked a little about that earlier. Nintendo did a 3DS Direct event recently, and if you missed it, you can check out some highlights on our website or on Nintendo's YouTube channel, either one. So be sure to check those out. Japan also got some new trailers this week from their downloads, and we got trailers on our website for Dark Moon Tsukikomori, and we have a trailer for Dig Dug 2 as well. So you can check those out on our website. Enjoy Up Games has announced the release date for another Wii U game of theirs, and that is called Grand Prix Rock and Racing. It's scheduled to be released on the 15th, which is this coming Thursday, I do believe. Yep, next Thursday is the 15th, and it's going to be available for $7.99 in North America or 7.99 euros in Europe. They also released some screenshots of the game and a press release, which you can read some more details about the game. So be sure to check that out. Another game that was recently announced, and that is from Nintendo, and it's called Super Mario Run, and it's going to be a game for iOS, believe it or not, and eventually it will come to Android as well. This was announced during Apple's iPhone 7 event they held this week, where they unveiled the iPhone 7, and Shigeru Miyamoto was on hand himself to introduce the new game on iOS. And it's a take on the popular endless runner genre of mobile games like Temple Run, Sonic Dash, and that kind of thing. And it'll have visuals from the new Super Mario Bros. Series, and it's going to be a paid app, not free to play like Miitomo. And Mario will automatically run to the right in the game towards his goal, and you can tap on the screen to make him do jumps and that sort of thing. He'll do minimal jumps for some gaps and enemies, but to do most of the jumps you'll have to tap on the screen. And it's going to have 3 different modes. There's going to be one, which is the main mode, called World Tour mode, I believe. And there's another mode called Toad something. Toad Tour, maybe? I can't remember. That's the competitive mode. And then there's the third mode, which lets you create your own Mushroom Kingdom. Now, what this means remains to be seen. Nintendo didn't go into any further details about that. And we've added a trailer on our website for the game and gameplay and some of the footage from the event, as well as the App Store description and the press release Nintendo put out and some screenshots. So a whole lot of stuff there for you to check out about Super Mario Run. So one thing that was mentioned in the press release that you might have missed, and that is that Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing have been delayed for mobile devices. They were originally scheduled to be released at the end of fall of this year, and now they have been delayed to before the end of March 2017. And the reason for that is because of the launch of Super Mario Run. They blamed that for the delay. They wanted to get a Mario game out on mobile first before they did any others, so that is why they delayed them, Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing. Sorry, I have to fix something again here. So, as I mentioned earlier, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice was recently released in North America and Europe, and we've got the reviews roundup on our site to let you know what different outlets are thinking about it. So, pretty much it looks like most outlets are giving the game an 8 out of 10 or thereabouts. There's a few outliers, like IGN gave it a 6.5 out of 10, and GameXplain gave it a thumbs down, for example. But most outlets are scoring it pretty well, so it looks to be a nice entry in the series, another good addition. So if you're into the Phoenix Wright series, it might be worth checking out on the 3DS eShop. I don't believe there's a retail version of it in North America, but I think there might be one in Europe. I'm not 100% certain about that, but in North America it's eShop only so far, I'm pretty sure. So when we put the article up on the 8th, the Metascore for the game was 82 out of 100, and I'm going to look it up right now just to see what it is currently. Right now it's 81 out of 100 is the current Metascore for the game, so it went down slightly. But that's still a pretty good score. So if you're into Phoenix Wright games, be sure to check it out. We've got the Japanese eShop sales charts for you for the week of August 29th, 2016, and how were games doing over in Japan. Well, in the 3DS, number 1 was Rat Orchestra of Desert. Number 2 was iResh for Nintendo 3DS, Eye of Stretch and Training. Number 3 was Pokemon Pikachu. Number 4 was Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. Number 5 was Drancia Saga. Number 6 was Pop Neon Co. Great War. Number 7 was Pokemon Red. Number 8 was Rune Factory 4. Number 9 was Battle Miner. And number 10 was Astro Striker Gunvolt 2. Some of those translations may be off. That they're Google translations, so if they're wrong, I apologize. On Wii U, number 1 was Block Builder. Number 2 was Minecraft Wii U Edition. Number 3 was Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Number 4 was Star Fox 64. Number 5 was Shantae Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. Number 6 was Mario Sports Mix. Number 7 was Splatoon. Number 8 was Super Mario Maker. Number 9 was Mario Super Sluggers. And number 10 was Wario Land Shake, also known as Wario Land Shake It here in North America. So Capcom put out a new trailer for Monster Hunter Stories. This is the Feline trailer. So you can check that out. It's in Japanese, but you can check that out over on our website. They haven't announced a Western release for the game just yet, but it's scheduled to come out on the 8th of October in Japan on the 3DS. So Nintendo's added a new stage in Mitomo. This is a barbecue-based stage for the grilling season, which is more or less over now, I guess, since Labor Day. It's usually the last day of grilling season for most people, but here in Southeast Virginia, where I live, it's pretty warm today, but some of you probably is going to be cooler, so you might not be able to cook out as much. But anyways, the barbecue stage is called Straight Grillin' Barbecue Blowout number 3. And you'll be able to get a hat that's made out of the lid from a grill, a shirt and suit that resembles a grill, a barbecue apron, and tights that resemble barbecue tongs. And you can check out what some of these look like on our website in the small image there that we have available for you. Speaking of images, we have some new screenshots for you for the Monster Hunter Stories content for Puzzle and Dragons X. This collaboration will be added in the weeks leading up to Monster Hunter Stories release on October 8th. And you can read some details over at 4Gamer about that. It's a Japanese website, but we've provided a Google translated link for you if you want to check out some rough translations of what to expect with that. And like I said, you can check out these screenshots over at nvigames.com. So a new Dragon Quest game, or well, a port of one anyway, is coming out here soon in North America and Europe. That, of course, is Dragon Quest VII: Fragments of the Forgotten Past. And the composer of Dragon Quest, Mr. Koichi Sugiyama, he has been the main composer of the series since its beginnings. And he was recently recognized by the Guinness World Records as the world's oldest video game music composer. He's 85 years and he's still at it to this day. There's 4 more titles in the Dragon Quest series that have been released this year, or will be by the next year. That includes the upcoming NX and 3DS game, Dragon Quest XI. So congratulations to him on his world record. That's pretty cool. And you can see an image of him receiving his world record certificate on our website. As I mentioned earlier, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice is now available, and Capcom and Nintendo have released the launch trailer for the game, so you can check that out over on Nintendo's YouTube channel or on our website. If you purchase it on the 3DS eShop, you can get it 30 gold points for your My Nintendo account. It's available for $29.99. And you can purchase it on the 3DS eShop directly, or you can get it at Nintendo's website if you prefer to buy it online. So Nintendo took Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past to PAX West, which was last weekend, and they also had a developer discussion at the event where they talked about the game, and they had put together a little video of that as well, so you can check that out over on our website. So I mentioned Super Mario Run earlier, and that is the very first official release of a Mario game on mobile devices. And I didn't mention this earlier, I don't think, but it will be coming to Android devices again later. It is iOS exclusive through the rest of 2016, supposedly. The Android version is supposed to come out next year sometime, but they haven't announced a definitive release date for that just yet. But Nintendo and DNA stocks are up thanks to the game, as you would expect. And when it was announced, Nintendo's stock price was up 18% at one point, but by the end of the day it ended at an increase of 11%. DNA's stock was up to 21%, or up 21% at one point, and they finished up 9 to 10% at the end of the day. So Nintendo's stock has been seeming to be doing a little bit better, although I've noticed lately it's gone down a little bit, but it seems to be hovering around the same range. So that's good to see, especially if you're an investor. So we've got the North American Nintendo download for you this week. What did North America get? Well, on the Wii U eShop, we also got Jotun Valhalla Edition, just like in Europe. On the Wii U, we have the Wii retail game Mario Strikers Charged. In this action-packed Wii soccer game, battle in 17 interactive stadiums using Mega Strikes, super abilities, and skill shots to devastate the competition. Charge the ball to increase your chances of scoring and use the Wii Remote Controller, sold separately, to flatten foes and defend your goal. Wreak havoc on the field solo or 4 players locally. Additional controllers required for multiplayer mode, sold separately. We also got eShop sales on the Wii U for Birdmania Party, Suspension Railroad Simulator, Mighty No. 9, Future Radium EP Deluxe, 360 Breakout, Paranautical Activity, Gravity Badgers, and miscellaneous tiles from Teon and Join Dots. Other Wii U releases this week include the Gem Collector, Roram, Touch Selections, Letter Quest Remastered, Tetraminos, and Spearzor. On the 3DS eShop, we also got Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, and we got some Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice home themes, and those are the Apollo Justice pixel art theme, the Phoenix Wright pixel art theme, the Athena Sykes pixel art theme, and the main characters theme. On the eShop for 3DS sales, we have sales on Cube Tactics, 3D Mahjong, The Legend of Legacy, Words Up Academy, Rhythmic Ultimate, The Keep, Zombie Incident, Cubit the Hardcore Platform Robot for Rune, Castle Conqueror EX, and miscellaneous tiles from Circle Entertainment, Teon, and Join Dots. And we also have an additional 3DS release this week, and that is Future Radium EP Deluxe. On new Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console, we have Super Castlevania 4. That was originally on the Super Nintendo, of course. Are you brave enough to take on this spooky Super NES classic? Take up the legendary whip, Vampire Killer, and tread through Dracula's castle as the famous Simon Belmont. Defeat ghastly ghouls, goblins, and other monstrous creatures in 11 stages of treacherous chambers and dark caverns before facing the Prince of Darkness himself. The press release from Nintendo indicated that that was going to be on original or regular 3DS, not new 3DS, but as we know, the Super Nintendo games are new Nintendo 3DS only for Virtual Console. And that's all the Nintendo download for North America this week. So Capcom has released a new trailer featuring a collaboration with Monster Hunter Stories and The Legend of Zelda. And this shows off some of the Zelda content that's going to be coming to the 3DS RPG. In the video, we see the player galloping along with Epona, and the player is dressed as Link as well, and he has some sort of jewel that apparently has some sort of powers. And you'll be able to wield the Master Sword, and there'll be a version of Skull Kid present as well. which has Majora's Mask, and it looks like it's a costume of sorts for your cat companion. They've also included similar sound effects for Link's attacks. An opponent will be able to attack enemies too. She can jump and stomp on them. And Link can be either male or female in Monster Hunter Stories. And it looks like the bug catching net will be in the game too, and so will the ability to fish. It also appears that the Triforce might be in the game, but that might just be part of a cutscene or something done for the video. And you can check out the trailer on our website at nvgames.com. So Sanook Games released the logo, screenshots, trailer, and a press release and the release date for their new Wii U puzzle game called Brick Breaker. It's scheduled to be released in North America and Europe on September 15th, which is this coming Thursday, and it will be available for $4.99 or 4.99 euros. The game will have both single-player and multiplayer modes, and single-player will have over 100 levels, and multiplayer mode will support between 2 to 4 players, and in that mode you have to defend your wall against other players. So you can check out more about that game over at our website. And basically it's like, what was the name of that game? I can't remember what the original name of the game is. Breakout? Is that it? Break something. Yeah, Breakout. That's the one of the original ones. No. And Arkanoid was another older version of it as well. So basically, Brick Breaker is similar to those games. So we got some not as pleasant news this week, and that is the news that Interplay Entertainment is selling off some of their IP, or perhaps the majority of it. This is according to a press release that was put out by Interplay and Wedbush Securities, I believe it is. Yeah, Wedbush Securities. They're the ones handling the sale of the IP. And among some of the IP that are up for sale are Earthworm Jim, Clayfire, and Battle Chess. And there's a whole lot more. We've got a full list of the games that appeared on Nintendo platforms that are part of Interplay's library that may be available for sale. I don't know if all these are available for sale. Some of these they don't hold the rights to, like the games that were developed by Blizzard, like the Lost Vikings, for example, and Rock and Roll Racing and Blackthorn. Those were all developed by Blizzard, so Blizzard probably holds the rights to those. And there's a game on DOS, Mac, and Windows called Mario's Game Gallery, which is probably belongs to Nintendo, I would assume. But yeah, it looks like some new studios may be picking up the rights to some of these franchises. So maybe they'll get new entries here in the future. So that might be a positive that might come out of this. The Interplay has been having financial problems for years. So this isn't too shocking, but unfortunately it's just the way things go sometimes. But hopefully they can recover from it and make new games in the future. We'll just have to see how things go. But like I said, you can check out the full list of games that may be available for sale. These are not confirmed as being available for sale. The press release specifically mentions Earthworm Jim, Free Space, Giants, Kingpin, Messiah, MDK, Run Like Hell, Sacrifice, Battle Chess, Clayfire, Dark Alliance, and Descent. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. So we got a release date for the Pokemon Go Plus accessory. It's going to be releasing next Friday, the 16th of September, in all 3 regions, North America, Europe, and Japan. And it will be about 2 months since the release of the game on Android and iOS. It's going to be available for $34.99. And this will interact with the mobile game, of course. So are you going to get one? I don't know if many people will. I mean, what's the point if you already have a smartwatch? And if you're one of the people that likes smartwatches, you probably already have one, so why would you need one that has limited functionality? Even though it is a little bit cheaper than like an Apple Watch, for example. That's another thing that Apple and Nintendo announced at the Apple event. Pokemon Go is going to be coming to the Apple Watch. So if you have one of those, you can get the game on that here soon. Must be collaboration week because there's another collaboration that was announced, and this is a collaboration of Miitomo and Kirby. And you can get Kirby items and clothes for your Mii and Miitomo drop. And in the Miitomo shop as well. they're running a retweet event on their Twitter accounts. Nintendo is through September 12th, which is Monday, I believe. Yep. And if 20,000 retweets or more are received by then a Kirby Cafe logo T-shirt will be available for Miitomo users. Let's check out what the current count is on the retweets. I've got them embedded on. They're embedded on the website. We have them embedded for you there. The North American one has almost 7,000, the European one has almost 3,000, and the Japanese one has 7,600. So that is about 17,000. Need about 3,000 more retweets before that goal will be met. So we'll have to see. They've got through Monday to do it, so we got a couple more days. All the content that's part of this collaboration will be available starting on September 15th, which is next Thursday, and you'll be able to access it for about a month. You can get a free Kirby hood for your Mii in the app starting on the 15th too. And you can check out the Miitomo site for more details. So Nintendo is adding some new badges for Nintendo Badge Arcade, in Japan at least, and these are from Super Mario Maker. And they are featured from the Costume Mario selection, where Mario would get a new costume from the Mystery Mushrooms. Some of those that are going to be added include Peach, Daisy, the Squid from Splatoon, Bowser, Wario, and Pikmin. And it looks like there'll be new Yokai Watch badges available too. So be sure to check that out if you are in Japan or have access to a Japanese copy of the game. So we talked a little bit earlier about Super Mario Run, and IGN recently was able to go hands-on with the game. And this was done by Jose Otero. And the main mode of the game is called World Tour mode, and the competitive mode, which I talked a little bit about earlier, that's called Toad Rally. That's what it's called. But Piercy wasn't allowed to check out the Mushroom Kingdom mode, or Nintendo wouldn't allow him to talk about it because they seemingly have been keeping quiet on it for now. And you might have been thinking that Super Mario Run might be an easier game since it's designed for mobile, but Mr. Miyamoto said this about the game's difficulty when he was asked by Mr. Otero. Miyamoto said, quote, "We've been making Mario games for a long time, and we know how to make them challenging. So if you're a Mario fan, I don't think you have to worry about that part of it." End quote. Now, according to the playthrough that Mr. Otero had, he said the game will have special blocks on the ground. And these seem to have the ability to alter Mario's movements and jumps. So the game is designed to make Mario run right automatically towards his goal. So these blocks will alter his movements and will make him be able to go backwards, for example. And you'll be able to wall jump in the game too. So there's lots of little things like that in the game to alter the standard run to the goal gameplay. So we mentioned earlier that Jotun Valhalla Edition came out this week, and Nintendo has a new video up on their YouTube channel looking at tips and tricks for the game. So you can check out some tips and tricks over on our website or on Nintendo's YouTube channel. And you can get the game on the Wii U eShop or at Nintendo.com for $13.49, currently as it's part of the Nindies Summer Jam. And you'll earn 20 gold points for My Nintendo when you purchase the game. Currently, well, as of when we put the article up, it was rated 79 out of 100, and that is the current score too over on Metacritic. Alright, so we're going to wrap up this week talking about some spoilers for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, then tune out now. We're going to be talking about some new Pokemon and some other details. Alright, we're going to talk about the spoilers now for Pokemon Sun and Moon, so if you don't want to know, you should have tuned out by now. So, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company put out a press release and a new trailer to talk more about Pokemon Sun and Moon, and One of the new Pokemon that was announced is called Type Null. And despite its name, it's not a new type of Pokemon, but it's just a normal one. Type Null has the ability to utilize the strength of other Pokemon. It has a mask on its head, and that helps it control its power. Type Null is paired up with Gladion on Team Skull, and it's known as a synthetic Pokemon. Jangmu-O is another new Pokemon, and that is a scaly Pokemon, and it's the Dragon type. It pursues training to become stronger, and its scales can be used to attack enemies or protect itself. It usually lives in harsh habitats, and canyons are one such habitat where you might find one. They also train in these canyons. There is a regional variant revealed today, or when the article was posted rather, and that is Alolan Raticate. Because they live in urban areas with different food, these Raticate are fatter and tougher than normal ones. They tend to hoard their food and they prefer fresh fruit. And Alolan Raticate is part of an event in Verdant Cavern on Melee Island, and it's a totem Pokemon. They announced some non-Pokemon characters too, and they are part of a group called the Aether Foundation. They work in Alola as researchers, and they live on a man-made island called Aether Paradise. They want to take care of injured Pokemon. Lucamine is considered beautiful and is the president of the Aether Foundation. Faba is number 2 in the group, and he's usually found with green sunglasses, which are one of his favorite things. Wick is the assistant branch chief of Aether Paradise, and she's well liked by members of the Foundation and is a caring person, and she helps out Faba. Other members of the Foundation have a variety of uniforms which are based on which part that they work with. Another new feature that's going to be coming in Pokemon Sun and Moon is called Ultra Beasts. Ultra Beasts are apparently new Pokemon varieties, I guess. And the Aether Foundation is researching them. They give each one a special code name to help identify them. So, for example, UB-01 is made of glass or some sort of similar material. It has the ability to shapeshift and seems to move similarly to a girl. And it seems to also prefer to keep itself alive, self-preservation and all, but it's unknown if it possesses free will or emotions. Dexio and Cena are going to return from Pokemon X and Y, and they'll give you the Zygarde Cube. You must find the Zygarde cores and cells to be able to get a Zygarde Cube. And when you have enough, the Zygarde Cube will make finding additional Zygarde easier. Another new feature is called the Poke Finder. This is going to seems to be a miniature version of Pokemon Snap built into the game. You'll be able to take photos of Pokemon throughout Alola, and photos will be judged, and when you improve your photos, you'll unlock additional features like zooming. Pokemon Sun and Moon, of course, will have different varieties of certain Pokemon in each version of the game, and that's going to be changed a little bit more in these games that has been done before. So Nintendo said that the games are going to be set 12 hours apart, and the time is going to be based on time in real life. So, for example, if Pokemon Sun is going to be set to whatever time your 3DS is set to, which one would assume would be the real time, whereas Pokemon Moon will be 12 hours apart from that. So right now it's 4:21 p.m. Eastern Time, so Pokemon Sun, for example, would be 4:21 p.m. and Pokemon Moon would be 4:21 a.m. So it'd be overnight. Or it'd be, I guess, I don't know if it's supposed to be 12 hours ahead or 12 hours behind, but either way it'd be 4:21 a.m. Anyways, some of the game's totem Pokemon, which are part of various trials in the game, may differ between versions also. You might encounter different Pokemon in the same area based on the time of day, and also based on the version of the game you're playing. And you can check out the new trailer and press release and artworks of some of the new Pokemon and characters over on our website at nvideogames.com. And that will do it for this week, for this episode of the Ncast, our live weekly Nintendo podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode, so be sure to tune in for that. And don't forget, you can subscribe to us here on YouTube. We post videos throughout the week, as well as the recorded versions or live streams from Twitch. And you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/nvideogaming or on Twitter at twitter.com/nvideogames. And you can check us out on the web at nvideogames.com for Nintendo news, screenshots, trailers, and lots more good stuff. And be sure to tune in to our live stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. We will be streaming our perhaps final episode of Pokemon Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance. So be sure to tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for that. And then tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can check those out on our website at nvideogames.com or on twitch.tv/nvideogames. So again, thanks for tuning in and watching this episode of Ncast, and we'll be back next week. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Game on.